Hi, I'm Alexandra Strotsky. I'm a senior at Temple, communications major. I'm also a nanny sometimes.
So, what is the meaning of life?
Um, I don't know. That's tricky, but I think, I don't really know what it is, but I think that if there is a meaning, then it's kind of just to be, to exist, and kind of cohabitate and live with each other and everything else, like plants and animals. That sounds very hippie-ish, but I don't know what else there would be. Just kind of exist. But then there's a question of what that means, and that's pretty loaded in and of itself, so I
Okay. Well, what do you think that love is?
don't know. I think like the overall, just because there's a bunch of kinds, there's like romantic and familial and friends and whatever. I think it's just kind of having this like need or a drive or something to want the best for someone and to respect them and to care for them and kind of it's a little bit of self-sacrifice, but it's something you're willing to do just because of the nature of that relationship. I'm not very well versed in it. So that's what it seems like. I was talking to the 21-year-old me, so if I was talking to myself now, um, calm down and get over yourself. I worry way too much. That's pretty much all I'd have to say. My favorite possession is this necklace. There's no real sentimental value to it. I just wear it all the time. I feel naked if I forget it somewhere. I went a week without it last week. It was crazy. What's wrong with the world today? It's like the Flight of the Conchords song. Um, I would say there's a big general disregard for humanity. People forget that people are people too, as silly as that sounds. I think that that's kind of at the root of a lot of the issues today. So that would have to be it. Yeah. What's right with the world today? How much there is to see. Even though it's kind of all like in some way like depleting and changing a lot, I feel like there's a lot that the world has to offer. In terms of whether just going to see, like mountains and like fjords, or to go like take over some like huge business corporation, it doesn't matter what you want to do. I feel like there's a lot of chances for people to kind of step out of their environment if they choose to, or if they don't choose to. That's also kind of right. Or like people can make their own choices. That's kind of considering here though, because there's a lot of people in the world that don't really have that choice. But it's a tiny right. What makes me happy? Um, I think for the most part, just kind of being with people that I care about, being with people whose company I enjoy, and just kind of, I think that's what I'm least worried when I just get to hang out and kind of just be in that moment. And pie's pretty great. What I regret most is something that I still kind of do now. Is I have a really difficult time making decisions, and I always worry about the decisions that I do make, thinking that it might have been the right or wrong one, and so that's something that I'm still working on right now. How I'm doing, I don't know. Um, so that's what I would really like to change about myself, and hopefully something that I won't later have to regret. Things that I must do. I feel like I really need to travel, as cliche as that sounds. It's just something that I've always wanted to do. I feel like, I don't know, it's just like there's so many different places with different people and different cultures and different like scenery that like I feel like I'd be missing out if I didn't get to see it. And like it's not even just like, Europe or South America, like even the United States. Like I would love to just go on a road trip, have an Airstream trailer and just go across country. And so sub to that is I need to learn how to drive in order to do that. That counts. Another thing, what I need to do is I need to find what actually does make me happy in terms of jobs, and just make sure that I surround myself with people that do that too. Um, oh, find a way to like repay the people that kind of have done a lot for me. Just show that I'm grateful. I don't want to seem like I don't want that to go unacknowledged in any way. And things that I try not to do. Try not to hurt people. I know that kind of ties into what I think is like wrong with the world, but I think it's pretty important. want to purposely cause anyone any kind of harm. I also don't want to get in my own way. I don't want to cloud my judgment by something else, and then later have to regret that too. And then I've never broken a bone, so hopefully I don't ever break one. But something that's definitely shaped how I live today is I've witnessed a lot of kind of destructive behavior in terms of like substance abuse and whatnot, and so that definitely kind of deterred me from doing that myself, or at least trying to gauge myself in terms of whether I drink too much and if I do drugs or what drug. Not that I do, but if I were, that definitely affects me every day.